And 5, 4, 3, 8. Level up, 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 level up.
Crazy curvy wavy big titties, little waist body. Crazy curvy wavy big titties, little waist body. Yada 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 yada.
What up, guys? It's your boy Chris, aka Money Mitch, back with an episode of Money Mitch Show. Did you miss me? Because I have missed you. Before I jump into today's video, if you have not already, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Click the links below in my description box. Shop moneymitch.com to get your exclusive Money Mitch merch, and to follow me on my other social media platforms. Alright, let's jump to this video. As you know, it's Monday, which means what? Military Mondays, Military Mondays. Hey, alright, let's jump to this video. So this video is going to be about my first day at my first squadron. Yes, back when I checked into my first squadron, July 29th, 2015. Oh, let's jump right into it. So my first command was HSM 51. It is a forward deployed helicopter squadron overseas in Japan on Naval Air Atsugi base. There we go. I arrived at that command July 29th, 2015. That's the first day I was ever in Japan. The first time I stepped foot in Japan. You feel me? And so I got there. It was, so let me tell you about my trip there, getting there first of all, if I jump to this video. So getting there, I was home on leave, which is aka vacation. So I was home on vacation, and then it was time for me to come to Japan. So I left Georgia, flew to Seattle. I was supposed to leave Seattle that same day I flew into Seattle, but it was a storm somewhere, and I think it was the Pacific Ocean that's right there between Seattle and Japan. And so there was not letting any flights come to and from Japan because it was a big storm. So I spent 3 days in Seattle's airport, basically living at the USO because I cannot get a flight to Japan. So after spending 3 days there, I finally took a flight to Japan, and the flight that I took was called a MAC flight, which is basically a military flight. So I took the flight from Seattle all the way to Japan. I landed at Yokota Air Force Base in Japan, and so the thing was, so my sponsor was supposed to pick me up, but he wasn't able to pick me up, so he sent someone else to pick me up. So he sent this other first class to come pick me up. Me, I am brand new to the Navy. I get off this plane, I got my bags, so I go through customs. I'm like, and I'm just like, I don't know who the heck's supposed to be picking me up, because at this point my phone doesn't work in Japan because I don't have like service overseas just yet. So my phone doesn't work. I have no way to call this person. I don't know what the person looks like. I'm just like, okay. And I'm just like, So anyway, the person finds me. He's like, "You're Mitchum." I was like, "Yes, that's me. That's me. I'm Mitchum. Hi." And because I was like, I'm about to be left at this airport. So he came, helped me put my bags in the car. He was like, "Oh wait, no, one more person." So the other person came, and I didn't know the other person, but we got introduced each other. Like, "Hi, how are you? Cool, boom, boom, boom." And we took a ride back to our base. And so we get to our base, and we go to my command, my squadron. When you go there, get checked in, kind of walk around for a little bit, and then they take us to the barracks, get us checked in the barracks, help us get food and stuff for the night, and then boom, next day come around. So alright, this is the first day. I get all spiffy, and back then it was called blueberries. It was a type 2s, I believe, yes. They were the blue version of these basically. And so I walked I walked downstairs, ate breakfast at the barracks. Someone came pick us up, and we went to the command, or the squadron. So we get to the squadron, and we're sitting in Det 0, which is called Home Guard, because it's basically the detachment that never leaves home. And so we're sitting there, and when I first meet people, I'm super quiet. Like, I don't say shit to nobody, because I'm just like, my mama told me not to talk to strangers, so not happening. So I didn't speak at all. I didn't speak. I was like, Carly B, if I see you, I don't speak, it means I'll you, okay? I ain't talk to nobody. So I was very quiet, and you know, they took us around, got us checked in and everything. And the thing that I remember the most was, there's two things I remember the most. So I remember walking out into the hangar bay, and this is the first time I've ever seen a helicopter up close. So I walked out of the hangar bay and I seen these like eight helicopters just lined up, just all beautiful. I'm just like, oh my God, look at all these helicopters. And it was so much to take in because I've never seen them before. So I was like, oh my gosh, look at all these helicopters. I was like, dang. So it was a lot for me to take in that day, but it was beautiful. And then the second thing I remember is we went to go check in with maintenance master chief. I think his name was Master Chief Barons at the time. I think that's who it was. And you know, he shook our hands like, what up guys, nice for you guys come on board. He's like, all right, come into my office. So we kind of like this little cutout office, and we sat down on the little couch, you know. I was sitting there like, Aaron Mitchum like, you know, hi Master Chief. And he was just like, first things first, wrap it up. He's like, I don't want you adding to the population, I want you subtracting from the population, wrap it up. And then I was just like, you're not gonna tell me about the things I'm gonna do here, what you expect of me, none of that. But yeah, so he joked and choked with us a little while. And then he was like, you guys wanna make a phone call home? He's like, this phone back here calls out back to the States. And he's like, and it's around 8 or 9 o'clock at night, if you guys wanna call. I was like, yeah, I called home, mom answered, talked to her a little bit. It was nice. Basically about my first day though, was I ready when I first checked into my command? I was ready. I was very ready and anxious. I was very anxious to figure out my place and figure out how things work because, like I said before, I was undead, so I had no rate, which means I had no job. I had no really specific training on how to fix these helicopters. So I was eager to learn everything I could about this. And so I was like, okay, cool. Like, you know, I'm down. So I was ready. My first impression of my command when I first got there, it was a lot different than what I thought of because when I was in boot camp, I got these orders and it said HSM-51. I thought HSM-51 was like a boat. So this whole time I thought I was going to a boat, but then I got to A school and I thought I was going to work on helicopters and I wasn't going on no boat. I was like, oh, okay, you know, now I understand. So I was like, oh, that makes sense. And so yeah, that was really one of my first impressions. But my first impression was, it was very well structured. Like it had a flow. People were very nice, and it was just like very chill. I loved it. I would go back to 51 in a heartbeat. It was very, very, very nice. The one thing about my first command though, it was an FDNF command, which means forward deployed something command, which means at a moment's notice you can be given 24 hours before you have to be on the boat. So it was very high tempo, high pace to keep the aircraft up and in working conditions because you never knew when you can get that little ring and you get called out to go to a boat. Because it was one year I was there was a detachment that got, I think it was like a 24 or 48 hour notice, and it was like right before Christmas, and they had to pack up their stuff and head to the boat. And so we had to go into work that weekend and help them get ready to go on this boat. And so that was the first time I realized what FDNF was. But overall, my first day at my first command, or first squadron, was very interesting. I saw a lot, I learned a lot, and it was great. And I wouldn't trade it for anything else in the world. I learned a lot at my first command, I learned a lot my first day. And so yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you click the link down below. Shop.MoneyMitch merch. Get it at shopmoneymitch.com. Follow me on my other social media platforms to get a more daily, up-to-date basis with me. And don't worry guys, I know I always say I'm coming back to do more videos, but this time I really am. I need to be more focused and determined. I have midterms, I have stuff to study for the last couple of weeks, so I'm good until finals come back around. I'm gonna take another little disappear, a little hiatus. But yeah, and so yeah, as always, thanks for watching and goodbye.